Hi, I'm Gloria, founder of Catching Raindrops in Water Buckets. Thank you for visiting my website, and I'm glad that you're here to find out more about who we are and what we do. I started Catching Raindrops in Water Buckets in 2011. It was about 2.5 years after I'd gone through a transition during the worst recession in America, along with the housing crisis. What I found was a lot of my friends and associates were going through tough times as well during that same time period. I watched some of my friends lose their homes or sell their homes for far less than what they were worth. I watched friends lose jobs and have a difficult time finding new ones, or the jobs that they found paid far less than what they had been getting paid. And so a lot of adjustments had to be made. There were friends who had two incomes and one or both of the spouses either lost their jobs or were downsized. And so they had to adjust to making a budget on far less than what they were accustomed to. During that time period, we heard a lot on the news about how some people were living beyond their means. But in this case, many of the people were living well within their means, but their life changed. Life caused an adjustment. I was one of those people. And just like things changed for thousands of people, things changed for me as well. I knew I had to change. I could not continue to live in the lifestyle I was accustomed to when my life was going through a transition. So I had to step back and figure out what's my new normal. Once I figured out my new normal, I had to make serious changes in how I was spending money, saving money, and budgeting my money. With that transition, I started hearing from other friends who were still struggling as they were making their transition. So I began to share with them how I repurposed things, how I was able to redistribute my resources. Catching raindrops in water buckets was something I was literally doing one summer when it was raining in the middle of a drought. I was so happy to see the water. So I caught the rain in my water buckets so that I could use them later to water my garden. I mean, why pay a water bill if you can catch the rain for free? And after a couple of days, I started thinking that that principle could probably apply to other areas of my life. So blogging became a way for me to communicate with my friends. I was able to share not only my stories of what I had learned and what I was doing in my own life, but also highlight other women who are willing to share the changes that they had made in their own families to adjust to their new normal. I wanted women to be able to have a place to come to learn about resources and help them learn skills to survive should we have another financial crisis, or even if there are other types of crises in your life that have economic impact. Now, after 5 years of blogging, I'm ready to take Catching Raindrops on the road. I'll still be blogging, and you can find me at catchingraindropsinwaterbuckets.com. On the road, I want to share with you in a more personal setting and group setting and bring some of my friends that I really would like to introduce to you so you can hear some of their stories firsthand and to have some of them share ways that they were able to keep their families above water. You know, women, we have a hard time asking for help when we need it. But what better way to stay encouraged than to hear the stories of other women who are going through things that maybe you're going through now, or maybe you just went through and would like to know how you could have handled that better. So I would love to come to your women's group, your ladies club, community group, teen group, any kind of organization. So I invite you to learn more about Catching Raindrops in Water Buckets by visiting us online or our private Facebook group by the same name. That's catchingraindropsinwaterbuckets.com. And if you're interested in having us come out and share with your small group, please contact us, Catching Raindrops at gloriagreenentertainment.com. I would love to hear from you guys.